welcome back to Pecan Homestead. Bother the way I look right now, it's a mess. I came out to feed the animals and give the goats some feed, and we had a little surprise. I'm sure you can hear it. 2 little babies born. That one's a buck, and I don't know what that one is yet. It's looking a little down, so you can see Huxton right there. He is on our way with the goat kit, and we're gonna get this baby some selenium, get it up, get it nursing. I don't know if it's nursed yet. It's been a few hours since I was out here to check on Eleanor, but I just came out and she was in here with these little guys, so we're gonna get them taken care of. Okay, so that's little buckling. Let's check this one out. It's not doing so great or something. I don't know what's going on here. Ooh. Oh, you're a little Billy too. Eleanor had, oops. Eleanor had 2 little boys. This is why I don't like shaving. And I'm gonna go get a couple more bags tonight. It does smell a lot better. It does smell a lot better in here, but they get all nasty and sticky. So we're gonna get this thing out in the sun, get them dried off. I'm gonna send Huxton to go grab me a towel, and we're gonna give him some selenium and make sure that they nurse. Okay, I didn't even get to go over my supplies and my goat kit yet. I was actually coming outside to finish cleaning up the shed because it's still not fully clean, and then show you guys, but that didn't work. So we're gonna go over a couple things right now, and then I'll do a full video on that in an hour or so. So I have this Lamb and Kid colostrum gel. I'm not gonna use it on this one yet because I need to see if Eleanor's nursing first. I just put a bunch of feed out, so she took off. But we are gonna give selenium because we, I don't understand the numbers on the selenium map, but we have had trouble with our goats having selenium issues. So I am gonna give this baby selenium, and we're gonna take her back to Eleanor and get her on that, or him. Okay guys, Eleanor is doing a good job. She came back over here after she got her little snack. You can see she's taking care of her boys right now. This one right here is not nearly as strong. That stuff hanging out is actually colostrum. I need to get that back in his mouth. Hang on. Okay. Yeah, so that orange stuff is just that kid colostrum gel. We gave him 10 milligrams like the tube said. This one over here is nursing like a champ. Eleanor's doing really good standing here. I got this baby some of her colostrum, but he's not real strong. I don't know if he took a while coming out of the birth canal, maybe lost a little oxygen or what, but this little guy is very strong. Elmer, you're knocking the baby over. Watch out. Move. There you go, buddy. He's a twin of his daddy.
See if you can get him to drink from a bottle. Who are you, turd head?
Trying to keep him out here in the sun. It's really warm in there, but I think the sunlight will help dry him up a little bit faster. That one is not struggling at all. She still hasn't passed her placenta, as far as I know. That's all that junk's hanging out, but I'm keeping an eye on her just to make sure. She could possibly have another one in there. I haven't bumped her yet. I'm just gonna watch her here for the next 20 minutes or so. So one thing I noticed, and I'm ashamed to have not noticed this earlier, but I'm sure you can tell in the video, her hair looks horrible. It feels like somebody took a lighter and singed all the hair on her back. That is from being copper deficient. A lot of you probably already know that. We have been giving them loose minerals daily. We can't leave it out right now because of the pigs. We haven't built a feeder for that yet, but she does. Do have access to loose minerals pretty often. Dakota is going to get her a bolus right now so we can give that to her because she is clearly copper deficient, which may be what's going on with this little kid as well. So we're going to get that in her and see what we can do for him. All right, guys. So yesterday, most of you probably seen on Facebook that little white goat did not make it. It came in the morning and he was gone. It was probably my fault for not putting a heat lamp in there. I kind of felt like I should have, but we keep it 68 in the house, and I guess he just wasn't able to hold his temperature. So unfortunately, we live and learn, and next time this ever happens, we're going to put a heat lamp in. And then yesterday morning, we had 2 more babies born. Beautiful babies out of one of the goats we got from Walker Farm Fam. They were doing really well, bouncy, eating, everything was great, until this morning I came out and now we have an issue. So this little guy right here, I came out to check on them, see if there was any more babies born, and he was laying just completely flat, nearly dead. His head was rolling back. I'll turn this off. Completely freaked me out. His little brother, the white one, was doing great. So I immediately rushed him in the house, got a temperature, tried to get a temperature. It wasn't even pulling up. I don't know the minimum temperature reading on that thermometer, but it was not even bringing a temperature up. So I immediately started warming him with the hairdryer while the water got hot, put him in a Ziploc baggie, and then submerged him down in the water with his head up. We did that for probably 30 minutes. I put him back in the tub for probably 10 minutes to try to dry him off and warm him up that way. I got a reading of 93.8. So we put him back in the tub to heat him back up for probably another 15 to 20 minutes. And now we got him back in the tub, and he's at a 96 right now, or 96.8. Was the last reading I got. So we're going to keep this going because I don't want him to get too cold. But I got my book out here for any help that I can get. And it's a mess. I got molasses over here. There's some cayenne pepper. Every time you take their temperature, you're supposed to do a cayenne pepper and blackstrap molasses, or honey, or I forget what else. And you just rub a little bit of that on their gums, kind of helps keep their temperature up. As you can see, I have a needle and syringe, and that is going to be for the vitamin B that I'm going to give him here in a little bit. I want his temperature up just a tad bit more before I do that. And then I did give him some warm water orally. I just very, very, very tiny drops at a time. And we can do an enema, but he's warming up nicely right now, and I don't want to warm him up too fast. We're just slowly bringing his temperature up. So I don't know if he got laid on last night or if he got left in there all alone, cold. I don't understand what happened. He was perfectly fine last night. It's very warm in that tank battery, so not sure what happened exactly, but I am going to do everything I can to get this little guy alive. That is not poop, that is molasses. This is a tube, so once he hits 101 degrees, I'm going to tube feed him. And he's not going to go back outside for probably 2 or 3 days. I want to keep him in here and keep a constant eye on him. Like I said, we'll be bringing that heat lamp in here as well, and we'll just set up a nice spot. Obviously, this bin will end up melting, so I'll probably just lay him out on a towel. He's not going to hurt anything. And make sure we keep him extra warm. I might even bring the other 2 babies that are still out there, his brother and the other one, out. Might bring them inside just in the evenings. I'm probably going to clean the well house out and warm it up and keep babies in there or something. I don't know what's going on. We need a barn and stalls and to keep everybody kind of separated, and we're just doing the best we can right now. So I didn't even get to show you these babies. But look how beautiful he is. He's a gorgeous little guy, so I'm really, really hoping that he makes it. I hope all of them make it, but right now this is the one I'm focusing on, and we're just gonna take it one day at a time, so we'll keep you guys updated. Hey guys, he just hit 101. I went ahead and gave him the vitamin B complex. I've got his tube ready. We are feeding him 1 ounce. Hey guys, unfortunately, after working on that poor little buckling, I got him up to temperature, got him tube fed, and shortly after he ended up just passing on. It was really unfortunate, and you know, it's hard. It's never easy losing animals. I'm gonna be kicking myself in the butt, wondering what I could have done better for him for the next 2-3 years. You know, even the ones we lost last year, I'm still frustrated. So this year, you know, we took a lot of extra steps this year from mistakes we made last year. Like we let the pigs run around the pasture, didn't think much of it. Well, they laid on a couple of our kids last year and killed them. We lost them that way. One baby got sick, and I was tending to it, and I had it in the well house, which was all warm in there, and it was hollering and hollering for his mama. I let him out. I thought he would be fine for the night. He was back healthy, running around, and he didn't make it, and that was stupid on my part. I should have put him back in the well house and left him in there and monitored him there and kept him super warm. But you know, and it's stupid. And it's stuff that we have to learn. And so I am currently in the shop, as you can see. We've got a whole bunch of extra zip board, and I'm making stalls. It's just something I've got to get it done. I moved all the pigs. Sorry, my throat's all raspy. I've had a cough all week. I moved all the pigs out into my garden. They're gonna stay there now. We're gonna move all the dolings and the billies out, and then we're gonna keep the nannies separate. I'm gonna put the pregnant nannies in half of the corral. I'm just gonna lock them in there. Can't be having them run around anymore. The babies are following their moms. They're getting out in the middle of the pasture. My neighbor's dog's trying to come over here, and he already killed 2 of our other neighbor's sheep. So there's a lot of hectic stuff going on right now. It's hard to film everything, but I'm trying to keep you guys updated. He killed 2 of the neighbor's sheep, and he was out in the pasture yesterday when the second set of twins was born. And so we contacted the neighbor and told him, you know, if he comes over here again, we're going to have to handle it ourselves. So we asked him to please keep him up. Hopefully they understand that. They're foreigners, and they don't speak English very well. But we're hoping that, you know, I didn't see him the rest of the day, so I'm hoping that they got that. And that's one situation that's knocked down, hopefully. But so I'm going to keep all the nannies that have already kidded, or that their ligaments are starting. You can tell their ligaments and they're laboring. And we're going to put them into the other half of the corral. I didn't want to do that because the lean-to is not fully enclosed. It gets a little bit colder in there than the tank battery. So anyway, we've got this plywood here. I'm going to go make at least 5 different stalls, and this is going to be makeshift. I'm going to go, I think we have 3 square bales left, and I just got in contact with a lady from our homeschool group that's got more square bales. I'm going to go pick some up from there, and I'm just going to pack those stalls in with lots and lots of hay. And then hopefully the wood, this will be a solid wood stalls, so that'll keep the wind down, and I'll put a solid wood gate on the front. And then another thing is the babies are trying to get in with our feeder pigs. They're fitting through those holes looking for milk. That's super dangerous. Those pigs will play, and if they smell blood on them, they might try to bite at them. And then the puppies there's just too many puppies, and they're getting rough with them. Not being mean when it's calm and they're individually there, they do really well with the kids. But when they're all packed up together, they tend to want to play with the kids, and that's causing a few issues. So we're gonna go put some chicken wire on both the pig pen and the dog kennel, so the pups can't get through, and the kids cannot get into the pig pen. So I'm not gonna video cutting all this out. I'm trying to hurry, and I'm gonna get it all cut out, loaded in the truck, and then we'll take you out there and you can follow us as we install these. So we'll catch you guys in a little bit. Guys, I'm out there trying to get these stalls done, and now this baby's going down. He's not real high energy. Try to get him to nurse on mama. He's not wanting to do it, so we're taking him in to get a temperature on him and see if I can get him eating from there. I gave him a little bit of selenium, but I don't know if our goats are deficient in something or what is going on. This is really stressful because we prepared so much for these goats to be born, and now we're just having a lot of trouble. Missy's two sons, knock on wood, look good. They're nearly twice what these babies weigh. They were 3.5, 4, and then 4.5 pounds. The last two sets of twins. This baby, Missy's babies, were 6.5 and 7.5 pounds. So, just wondering if maybe they were just born a few days too early. But this is life on a farm. All right, you guys. Baby's still doing okay. I went in. I actually need to go check on him here in a minute. But last I went in there about an hour and a half ago, he was still doing good. His temperature dropped 1 degree, so I got him to eat. He ate 2.5 ounces. So that's really good. He did that on his own. I didn't have to tooth feed him again. And then I did the hairdryer trick and left a towel over it so it's nice and warm in there. So hopefully he's okay when I get back in. I'm sure. I don't know why these babies, I don't know if they're born early and they're just having trouble regulating their temperature or what. I know Huxton actually was born early, 6.5 weeks early, and he had to stay under an incubator for almost a week because he couldn't regulate his own temperature. So I'm thinking that's the case here. I put together these stalls, and I will warn you right now, this is not Old Pecan Beauty Homestead. This is Old Pecan Homestead, get it done ghetto homestead. So I'll get you turned around and show you what I got going on. Alright, so I made 5 stalls. They're all crooked. I went to go cut out the main pieces and then forgot that there's that pipe in the back. And my circular saw battery is dead. So I had a battery for a different brand for our Sawzall, and I brought that out here, and just to get this done really quick, I cut them so they're super crooked and look really stupid. Those two are backwards, drives me nuts, but it's just temporary. I'm just trying to get somewhere for these girls to stay individually, because I don't know if that baby that we lost this morning got smashed or what. You know, I know the mamas can be super mean to other mamas or other babies, and you know, I don't know what the case was, but we're gonna do the best that I can possibly do. And those T-posts are super hard to get in because my T-post, like, it was squeezing the top of this roof right here. I had to actually hit the roof several times to get it in the ground before it would even go down, and that T-post is just super crooked anyway, so you know, it is what it is. But I do have little feeders in there that I'll put some grain in each one. I got to get some water out here, but I'm only going to lock them in here overnight, and then during the day I will get some hay out here, or maybe even give them access to that side during the day. I haven't really decided yet. I may go grab, we have a hay bag in the shed I'll go grab, and I'll bring that out here for them. Yeah, there's like holes with wire tying these things together. They were supposed to be 4 foot wide. I don't know what happened down there to those, but I guess that's what happens when you're in an emergency and you're rushing and trying to get all this done. And on top of just rushing, I'm running inside to go take care of the baby goats, and then we have the calf is still struggling. He's doing so much better, but he is still struggling. We're still giving him 1 bottle a day, and just taking care of everything and going back and forth. So, you know, sometimes this is what you gotta do, and unless you have a lot of money and you can go buy a shed, which would be awesome, you know, and do something that way, or if you have a little more time. But doing all this by myself, and while Dakota's at work, and trying to take care of everything else, and baby the babies, it's a lot of work. So I just did it quick. It is what it is. We'll do something more permanent later. I can still reuse all these boards and trim them up, but this is what we're gonna try for now. It's a lot warmer under here. I'm hoping these boards block the wind. I can feel the wind coming at me, but when I sit down in there, it's not so bad. The weather's supposed to be pretty good, I think, through Monday. I don't think it's supposed to freeze until next Monday, but I think if we get these pins, I think if we get the mamas in each of these stalls with their baby, they'll be able to feed them, and then their belly will stay full and warm. I mean, there's babies born, we've had babies born in 15-degree weather and survive. I really think those two were just born early, and so I think this is going to help. But thanks for following along this crazy journey. Appreciate you. This is what real farming looks like. We don't, it's not that we don't like to show this stuff. It's just that it's hard to video and keep up with, especially when it's super chaotic or stressed out. It's really hard to set up the camera, but we are going to try to do that more, and you know, and it's tough times, you know. I've had lots of friends lose a lot of animals, and that's normal. It's part of it. It's part of learning. You're never going to get everything right the first time. So you just got to do your best and prepare as much as you can, and you know, sometimes it's just the way it goes. But don't forget to hit that like button. Really appreciate it. We'll continue to keep you updated. We'll go in and check on him before I close out this video, and get these goats back in their pens, so, and I'll show you a clip of that too. Okay, you guys, we're back again. It's been 2 days since the very last part of my video, and we've got the babies and their mamas all locked in these stalls. I'll turn it around. Okay, so there's Missy and her 2 sons, Eleanor and her baby, and then these 2 we brought out here to stay extra warm. We just lost their triplet sister. She went down really fast. She was fine this morning. We ran to town, came back, and her temperature, I couldn't even get a reading, and I got her warmed up, and then she ended up having a seizure and dying on us. So it has been a really tough year. I'm gonna go, we never had any trouble the last 3 years of kidding season. This is our 4th year, and it's been a lot more hectic. And it's not like it's cold out here. I mean, it is chilly, but it's not cold. So I'm gonna post in the goat and some of the goat pages on Facebook and see if I can get some information. Maybe we're warming them up too fast. Maybe we're warming them up too slow. Maybe it was just too late anyway, being that their temperature dropped so low. I'm not really sure. But if you guys know, I'd love to hear your comments. Like I said, I don't know. Just one of those years maybe. But all the mamas are doing well. There's one, our newest one that had the pink eye. She's, I think, next to kid. She's pretty swelled up, and so we're going to be keeping a close eye on her. But we ended up also losing that little white one, so that makes 3 of ours born down and 1 that we bought down, so we've lost 4 babies. So yeah, it's been rough. I was super excited about kidding season, and I thought we were so prepared. Thought it was going to be a breeze. not a breeze, but I thought it was gonna go better, and it hasn't. So I'm not even excited for the rest of these babies to be born. It's been rough. So we're just praying that the rest of these come out healthy, and maybe we can figure out what went wrong on the rest of them. But I'm sure it's getting loud. As you can see behind me, it is raining. It's supposed to be raining all day tomorrow as well. And if you're local, tell me if you felt that earthquake last night. It was a 5.1 and it was only about 4 miles from our house, so that was pretty wild. Check out our short on Huxton's reaction towards that. But that's going to be it for this week. And we'll keep you updated, and if any more babies are born, of course we'll video whether they make it or not. We're going to keep up with this whole journey. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and we'll catch you guys on the next video.